Hi everyone, Dr. Grant here, and today I'm unboxing my brand new Oral-B Genius 9000 electric toothbrush. Now I'm pretty excited about this because I haven't used an electric toothbrush for a few years now. I've just been sticking with my regular manual toothbrush. And the thing is that if you can brush with a manual toothbrush and you can do it well, you probably don't need to upgrade to an electric one. But there's a lot of people out there that do need a bit of an extra boost, a bit of a helping hand, and that's where electric toothbrushes come in. For now though, we're just going to go straight into the box, find out what's in there. So we've got the contents listed down the bottom here. We've got the brush handle, the electric brush handle. We've got a couple of different types of brush heads. So there's like a cross action, 3D white and floss action brush heads. There's a charger, travel case, which is pretty cool, smartphone holder as well, because of course everything now is connected to your phones. So we're going to find out a bit more about how that works later on. So we get into the box and we've got, you can see the brush hiding just there. And then we'll actually open him up, find out what's in there. All right, so there's the packaging there. We've got, looks like the travel case. So it opens up so you can put the brush and a couple of heads in there. Brush handle itself, it's pretty sleek. It's got a couple of different settings and things there, but we'll show you more of that later in the proper review. And we've got, this is the smartphone holder. Right, so it's got like this sticky end and you stick that onto the mirror of your bathroom, you put it up there and then you can put your smartphone in this side and it'll actually guide you around your mouth to help you brush. Charger, some instructions because it connects to your phone, so you want to know how to do that part. Brush heads and then a little caddy, this little guy that helps to keep your brush heads there. All right. I reckon we'll get stuck in and actually see how it works now. So we've got our brush head, we've got the brush handle, and just sits on right on top like that. And then we've got on button. Sounds a bit strong there, but that's pretty cool. Lights up a bit, and then the different settings. We'll go through that in the review as well. But for now, I can't wait to actually use the thing tonight, and I'll use it for a few days, see how it works, give you the proper review soon. So now we're going to go through and find out how our electric toothbrush actually works. So there's different settings on the brush. There's the daily care, which is the regular default setting. Then there's Pro, there's 3D white, there's gum care, there's even a tongue cleaning setting. But one of the odd things about this is that you can't access those settings unless you turn the brush on. The reason why this is annoying is because once the brush is on and there's toothpaste on the head already, the toothbrush moves so quickly the toothpaste can actually fly everywhere. So one of the recommendations that they make is that you only turn on the brush once it's actually inside your mouth. One of the cool features of this brush is that it has two different types of timers. First, there's a 2-minute timer, making sure that you brush all of your teeth for the right amount of time, but also a quad timer. So if we imagine that we break up our mouth into 4 quadrants, there's the top right-hand side, top left-hand side, the bottom left-hand side, and the bottom right-hand side. So what the brush does is it buzzes every 30 seconds to make sure that you're brushing each quadrant for the right amount of time as well. Now the instructions for brushing with an electric toothbrush say to just hold up the toothbrush to one individual tooth at a time. But I personally like to give the brush a little bit of a jiggle to make sure that we're brushing in between the teeth as much as possible as well. So first I'm going to put toothpaste on the toothbrush head and then make sure that I only turn on the brush once it's already in my mouth to prevent that toothpaste from flying everywhere. Next, I'm going to brush each quadrant of my mouth for 30 seconds, making up 2 minutes in total. I also like to give the front teeth just a little bit of an extra brush too, so I go over 2 minutes a little bit. Now I'll just quickly run you through the Oral-B app that connects the toothbrush to your phone. There's features for checking the weather and news while you brush, but I think the best feature is the position detection and brushing habit assessment. The position detection didn't work 100% perfectly for me, but it gives you a pretty good idea of how to make sure that you're brushing every quadrant for the right amount of time. It's pretty helpful, but it's not a feature that you'd be using all of the time. There's also the visual timer and whatnot, but the brush does a good job of indicating the time anyway. So I've done my 2 minutes brushing and everything feels really clean. So you've seen how this bad boy works now. All that's left is to go use the brush for a few more days and then get back to you with my thoughts on whether it's worth getting this Oral-B Genius Electric Toothbrush. So I've been using the brush for about a week and a half now, and I can say that I'm actually quite impressed. Usually I recommend an electric toothbrush to people who like a really clean feeling on their teeth, or people who brush a bit too hard and need that pressure sensor, or just some people who maybe are struggling to get everything completely clean with a manual toothbrush. But I've enjoyed using it so much that I'll probably be recommending it more often now because the cleaning is really thorough and it feels like my teeth feel cleaner for longer. So if I brush my teeth in the morning and then eat and drink all day, my teeth still feel very clean before I go and brush them again at night time. I wasn't expecting that. But with any oral care product, there are always pros and cons. Pros. The brush has a very small round head which helps you to access very hard to reach areas and tight spaces. It cleans your teeth very thoroughly. It's easy to use. It helps to encourage brushing for the right amount of time and in the right areas with the use of the quad timer. The pressure sensor helps prevent damage to your teeth and gums by stopping you from brushing too hard. Cons. The Bluetooth connectivity and Oral-B app are fine, but probably overkill for a toothbrush at this stage. The replacement toothbrush heads are a little bit more expensive than regular toothbrushes at $6 to $8 per head. The initial cost of buying the brush is also something to consider. Its recommended retail price is around $350, but you can often find it for under $200 at some shops and pharmacies. You can of course buy a cheaper Oral-B electric toothbrush and miss out on some of the features like Bluetooth or a travel case, while keeping some of the awesome features like the pressure sensor and the timers, and you can get them for under $100. But if you're the kind of person that just wants the best, and you like the idea of having some built-in Oral-B smarts to help you to brush the best you possibly can, then it's hard to go past the Oral-B Genius 9000 electric toothbrush.